day going so far?
Really good.
How did you get started with Cirque du Soleil?
Many years ago, I started as an instructor in a social department, and after that, I did my first show was in Windhoek in New York as a puppeteer, and after that, this show Luzia is my second show that I started with the creation, and I've been here since the beginning of Luzia.
What is your favorite part about the creation and creativity?
During that whole period was mostly the possibility to try things and to see if it works, and after to scrap and try something else to see like that it was possible to explore the possibility, especially with us like the puppet. Sometime at the beginning, the idea of the concept was to be on stilts, and after they said, oh no, we can go on the treadmill, and after we changed, so it was lots of like try and no, it doesn't work, or maybe this idea, and it was like everyone like putting ideas. It was a nice collaboration.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
When did you figure out that you wanted to run away and join the circus?
A long time ago. Especially like I started juggling when I was 17, and after that I loved traveling. And after I did my own show, I create many shows, I perform. So and after that it was just like another path to join the Cirque du Soleil.
What has been your favorite destination so far that you've done a show?
With Luzia.
With just
I can answer for both. I think for my past career, I would say Mexico. So that's why I'm really happy to be in that show and eventually to go. But so for all the city have been like really interesting. We did like Montreal, Toronto, San Francisco, San Jose, now we're here. So every time it's really different, and it's always nice.
what is the most challenging part of helping create a show and then being in it?
Then sometimes you have your own vision, and it's not that direction that they go, or something it could be easier if you do it for us, but after they prefer that way, so it's to accept the decision that it's made, because there are people in front who are seeing the show. When you're inside, sometimes it will be better because it's a bit shorter, it's this and this, but yes, other people's job to decide.
Is there a lot of negotiation in there, or?
I guess in the artistic team and the creation, them, but in our part we execute. But they are open to, because we're open to comment and say, oh, I have this idea.
What is your favorite part of Luzia?
I think the cactus on the water.
And you're in that part.
Yeah.
So that's good.
You saw the show?
No, but I did read all the transcript or the schedule,
Okay.
and I circled where you were
Okay.
performing, and I remember that you were in the cactus part.
Yeah. It's a completely surreal scene of like having, because the idea when they created was just to have like underwater, like scuba diving scene, and after when they saw the cactus the first time, they said, oh my god, it's so funny, we need to put them in different places in the show. So after they said, let's put them like that.
What is the most challenging part of this show for you?
For me, for sure, the Jaguar, it's pretty challenging physically, because the position of the body, the way you do, and you have to be totally in accord with the two other person. It's three person that do the manipulation of like one puppet. So physically, it's more challenging, because you need to be in a good state physically to really make it alive.
How do you feel that this family has supported you as an artist?
Here we have lots of like the artistic coach give feedback. We have like physical coach. We have us to train. We have 2 full-time physio. They are there
Wow.
if we have any injury and all that. So it's really good, even if we're not injured, but just to increase if we want to be stronger, or if we want to try like other discipline, it's possible to try a little bit of like Chinese ball, something else to. So it's really good to stay stimulated and after to grow.
As a gay man, do you feel that traveling, all over and presents anything for you differently for anyone else, or are you just excited about the travel? Totally misspoke there. I confused myself, so never mind on that one.
I like to travel, and even
Yeah.
before I was always traveling. So for me, like someday was more like going 2 weeks somewhere, coming back in Montreal, my base in Montreal. Now it's more than that's a long-term traveling from town to town. But I've been like traveling for many years. And
Nice.
I love it.
Do you have a message maybe for gay and lesbian youth that are thinking of a career with circus, or just any creative career?
I think the how to say that sometimes we can feel that we are like isolated or alone in one situation, and I think circus was the original, like the extreme, like if you think about the freak show that was the outsider. So sometimes you can relate in that thing, and after having like the Cirque du Soleil, it became like so big and popular that even if you think that you're completely on the side, on the marge, you can make it to your dream. You keep like searching what you really want to do.
Cool. Thank you.
Let me ask a question too. When you create a character, because you're working with, a character that's different than being a person. You're having to create the illusion of this other being. How do you kind of get into that headspace? When you're looking at it to begin with versus then when you're actually performing.
So, when we create it or when we do it every day?
Well, like both, because you start with the idea of a character or of one of the outfits, let's say the Jaguar.
Yeah.
But you're approached with that, or they come up to you with this idea. How do you take it from there to say, oh, okay, how do I prepare myself to transform into this object character that's different than you're performing yourself standing on a stage?
Yeah. To start with, for sure, like it's a long-term creation with the Cirque. So the director have a vision. So they wrote for maybe 2 years of what they want and all that. And after they choose a person of where they were like seeing of each scene. And after when we had like 6 to 8 months to work in the studio, then after we try something, we see if it works, and slowly that's where the character appears. So that's what is nice with circus. They always work with what you bring, who you are, and after they can exaggerate it, play with it, and all that. So it's kind of close of who we are.
Right.
In a
So
sense.
the character is you, in a way, transforming yourself.
Yeah,
into
for the animal, yeah, it's really like for the puppet, it's mostly to make those animal alive. Yeah, but in this show, it's really, we see like there's the name of the real people in the show, like we see the face, so it's really close of who we are as a human and as a performer being part of Luzia.
So you're still in costume, but you're still directly interacting with your fellow performer.
Yeah.
And that's got to be very interesting when you're in, that character to have that connection.
But also he has different appearances throughout the show, so sometimes he's in the puppets, but sometimes he appears as himself.
Right.
He appears
Yeah.
as,
Yeah.
so
The mariachi.
Because I'm just thinking, because it's such a different thing to do both.
right.
Yeah.
To be out there and here I am in my role, and
Yeah.
then as this character, it's fascinating.
Yeah, because when you're as an actor, it's mostly you moving, projecting. Compared then with the puppet, you make live the object, so it's behind you.
And sometimes you're a cactus.
And sometimes I'm a cactus. The tall cactus.
The tall
tall
cactus. We'll remember that. He's the tall cactus.
Yeah, because that's true.
Okay.
Great. Well, thank you.